hungry again? Time for the scientific method, the lab. Yes, I'm going crazy. I'm hungry. But I want to knock this out because I still have to do all the stuff for Bio 1, 2, 4 also. So anyway, scientific method. We already talked about this in chapter 1, that you need to know the scientific method as taught in this class. So I thought, what better thing to do than make it a lab? So here you go. First thing, you have to observe something. So number 1, observation. Number 2, question. If you don't have a question, what in the world are you trying to answer? So observation, question. 3, hypothesis. Typically, this is an if-then statement. So like, and yes, I know that's a typo in the picture I took. It should be EN, not AN. But if-then statement is the proper way to do the hypothesis. I'm not going to be that picky. But your hypothesis is pretty much, this is what you think it might be. Prediction, this is you predicting what is going to happen. Test, there you go. All in the word right there, test. It can be experiment, test. It's just the action you take to see if you are correct. And then analyze the results. If you don't analyze the results, you're never going to know if you were right. So analyze the results and then conclusion. Once you hit the conclusion, you're done. Unless, of course, your conclusion is my hypothesis was incorrect. Then you go back and make a new hypothesis. So all of it together: observation, question, hypothesis, prediction, test, analyze the results, and conclusion. You will know this beautifully by the end of this quarter because it will be, like I said, on every single test. So your turn, your lab, and there is a spot for your lab. It's an assignment. You go in there and you type it in. Please actually type it. Do not attach files if you can help it, because too many times people attach files that I can't open. And if I can't open it, I can't grade it. And if I can't grade it, you get a 0. So just type it in, please. Please. So you need to think up your own real life example. I am about to give you 2 examples, okay? But you need to use your own examples, not ones I give you. You will need to list each step. So you will do like observation and then what you noticed. Question, that. So I'm going to explain this in a minute. You need to tell me what it means. So observation, what I observe. Question, what I want to answer. That kind of thing. You are going to need 2 different examples. Here's the big kicker. This is what most people get wrong every quarter, and I have to correct them. You need 1 example where you're going to say, here's this example, my hypothesis is wrong, and then you do a whole nother hypothesis. That is 1 example. So 2 hypotheses, 1 example. That would be hypotheses. But anyway, 2 of those, 1 example. Then a completely unrelated example that you just get it all the way down, because I want you to do 2 different things. Notice it says second unrelated example. This means you can't do 2 things that are similar. Has to be completely unrelated, and I'm going to give you an example in a second. Now, here you go. This is one of the examples that I am giving. Notice this counts as 1 example. I walk into a room, flip up the light switch. Light does not turn on. That's my observation. Light does not turn on. Question, why did the light not turn on? Hypothesis, if I change the light bulb, then the light will turn on. That is the if-then statement. Or you can just say your hypothesis is the light bulb is blown. Prediction, if I change the light bulb, light's going to work. Test, I change the light bulb. Analyze the results. I flip the light switch, the light did not turn on. Conclusion, my hypothesis was not correct. So since it was not correct, I have to come up with another one. So my hypothesis was incorrect. What else could it be? Hypothesis 2. If I flip the breaker, the light will work. Prediction, when I flip the breaker, the light's going to work. Test, I flipped the breaker. Analyze the results. Flip the switch. My light turns on. Conclusion, my hypothesis, why can't I do the word, is correct. The beaker was flipped. Now my light works. So that is one example because it was all answering the same question. But I had a disproven hypothesis and a confirmed one. Now, completely unrelated would be something like this. I walk into the room and I don't know. My mom is on the couch and she looks mad. Observation. She looks mad. Question. Did I forget to take out her trash? Hypothesis. If I apologize and take out the trash, she'll be happy. Prediction. When I do this, it's going to work, or something to that effect. Test. I take out the trash and I come back in and go, I'm sorry, I forgot to take out the trash. I just did it. Results. She seems happier. Conclusion. Yes, that's what it was. I just forgot to do the trash. Simple things like that. Notice one example was about a light. The other example was a conversation or me screwing up about my mom. That's what I mean. So when you do this lab, yes, I know I just went like that, but I'm in a hurry. Take your time, think it through. Make sure you explain it all and type it into the actual assignment tab for the Scientific Method lab. That's it. Yeah.